Hey everybody, it's Katie. I wanted to do a little work at home update. If you hear her, it's because she's swinging right here. Hi. So Alice is just over 4 months, and our situation has definitely changed from what it was before she was born. Just to recap a little bit, before she was born, I was working full-time for an immigration attorney as like an administrative assistant, and it was just a normal sort of Monday through Friday job. I went on maternity leave about a week before she was born, and since then I was on leave for about 2 months, and at the 2-month mark I started going back part-time, basically just 2 mornings a week. I'm there for 3.5 hours at a time. And during that time, Mike takes care of Alice at home and works from home. On top of that, I have some projects my boss will give me to bring home and work on little by little. It's like sort of an hour or two here and there. It's not regular. Lately, I've actually been really slammed, and I've been just filling every like nap time and late night when Mike gets home doing work stuff, because I was basically job sharing with another woman, and she has left to go back to school, so that's left a vacancy, and pretty much, you know, the only secretary coming into the office at this point is me for my little 7 hours a week. I think today we hired somebody to fill that gap, so that should start to help once I get her all trained up. But it has been difficult at times to balance taking care of Alice and getting stuff done on time. I am not willing to, you know, like let her needs go unmet in any way. So if she's upset, I just attend to her, and if that means I need to return a phone call or work on stuff later, that's what I do. Just personally, that's what I feel best about. But it does make it hard sometimes to get things done on a schedule. So my ideal is probably exactly this. I don't miss working full-time at all. I just wasn't one of those people. I think it's awesome when women really love their careers, but I'm just not one. This job is not that for me anyway. But I do think it is good to maintain a relationship, so that if I wanted to work more hours later, I could. My boss has been really flexible, and I feel really fortunate to have the options that we've had up until this point. And of course, I just love being with Alice. I mean, it's just the best. And with Mike taking care of her when I'm not here, we've not had to take on any childcare expenses. I feel really good about the bonding time we've both been able to spend with her during these, you know, the first 4 months. So our plan through the end of the year was, and still is, to keep up our current schedule, which is Alice will be 6 months by the end of the year, and that's sort of what we had planned for. The savings we had before she was born, some of the, you know, changes we've made, and basically that's as long as it'll be sustainable for Mike to take care of Alice when I'm not here. And basically that is because he doesn't get as much accomplished, of course, when he's here taking care of her. She is napping pretty reliably for at least an hour or two during that time when he's home, and he's able to get work done, but with that, he's still missing about 20% of his hours for the week. He's on salary, so it's not like someone is keeping track of his hours, but it's more like an honesty thing. He just doesn't feel like he's being honest to the organization. He works for a nonprofit, and sort of just having that honesty is really important to him. So beyond the end of December, he doesn't think that he can, you know, miss those type of hours again. Give me a second, I'm going to get her. Alright, so Mike is still getting paid the same, but I am making only 20% of what I used to make. So we have had a pretty significant decrease in our income. Our expenses haven't gone up too much because of some of the choices we made. So, you know, exclusively breastfeeding, not buying diapers since we use cloth, and we just really don't buy like clothes and toys and that kind of stuff. So our only expenses since Alice has been born have really been healthcare. Our premiums have gone up, and we are paying pretty substantial hospital bills, both for me and her. Well, Alice being in the NICU for a week really left us with a big hospital bill, even after insurance. So we're paying basically like our whole deductible for the year, plus the 10% not covered by insurance over that. So it's a big bill. We're just paying a little bit each month, but that has definitely been an increase. Other than that, we have gotten a little bit unlucky with just some house repairs and car expenses, those little things that just come up in life. So we haven't had much room to cut back on anything because the cutting had already been done. We live a really sort of low cost lifestyle anyway, so there wasn't too much room to reduce expenses, but wherever there was, like eating out, that kind of stuff, we definitely have made those changes. I've also been like entering a lot of giveaways, and just for a little bit helps, so sort of going for any low-hanging fruit I see. So we are unsure about after December sort of where we'll be. I don't know if it's going to make more sense for me to leave my job and just take care of Alice, because I'm not bringing in that much money anyway, or if it will make more sense to add hours and have some sort of childcare expense, be that we have a couple of friends that might be able to watch her while I'm at work, we have several neighbors, and or it might make more financial sense to put her like in sort of a more group daycare setting. All options are on the table at this point. I do have a plan B that I started planning before Alice was born, and I have made progress on that, and that is to hopefully be able to supplement some of our income with some crafts that I sell. Hopefully opening an Etsy shop or a Hyena card shop or something along those lines, ideally by the end of the year. I have been working on making items. It's basically crochet and sewing stuff, mostly baby stuff, similar to say like the hat Alice is wearing. I am having a problem where everything I make I just want to keep for her, but I'm trying to like make, sort of get some stock going, so that when I launch I'll have stuff that I can just sell right away. The good thing about that is I'm really enjoying working on this stuff. It fulfills my creative side and sort of keeps keeps my life in balance. I feel good about it. It's sort of me time, but it's not actual like alone time. I'm able to do some work when Alice is breastfeeding, and also just sort of when she's playing quietly, and I can be working on something but still be like talking and interacting with her, but crocheting at the same time. So it's a really good fit for our lifestyle, and hopefully that's going to translate into, hopefully eventually it'll make a difference sort of for our budget. I will let you know, of course, when I'm getting close to launching that, and I'm going to ask your help in sort of spreading the word and making that happen, because being able to spend as much time with Alice, between Mike and I, is just so important to me. And it would really just be a dream come true to be able to make that happen for much longer. So that's the update. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for keeping up with us. Bye, Alice. Say bye, Alice. Oh, no. Time to go.